Hello. Right, so we're talking about Boris, the buffoon, the bumbling buffoon that he is. If anybody seriously still thinks that any of these politicians have our well-being or mental health at the heart of anything they do, or they feel that they represent you as a person, you are living in cuckoo land. And we could go back through 5, 10 years of scandals that these politicians are in, and their discontent for us, their complete ignorance and sense of untouchability should be frightening. It should be frightening that they don't feel there's any accountability whatsoever. And even as will happen with Boris, they'll lose their jobs and it'll just disappear until the background. So he will fall. There's no doubt about that. But the three things that I would be asking is why now? Why the timing of it? Who's drip feeding it? And why is the media covering it all of a sudden? These three things completely go in tandem. The timing of it, suspicious. The person who's drip feeding it, suspicious. And the media, all of a sudden, trying to push him out or making storylines out of it, suspicious. What they're doing is just keep playing with the pantomime. We are the audience. They are the pantomime. They need us. And the reason they need us is because they need to talk about something on the news. COVID's dropping off with regards to people waking up. Their newspapers have nothing left to print. Their daytime talk shows, which all work in conjunction, have nothing left to talk about. So the timing of it is, for what I think, they need a new face for the next election, which is coming up. They've had 2 cosy years of making decisions and not having no accountability. But the way we can hold them accountable is to vote. But you're going to be voting some other idiot, some other person who doesn't care about us, but gets their wages and is part of the system and has been part of the system for a long time. That's how you get into politics. You're part of the system. Schools, background, clubs and stuff like that there. Anyway, so they need a new face because he's lost half of his party, he's lost half of the other party, anybody that voted for him. He's lost it with people outside. He's completely lost it. So they need a new face to take on the next election, and they've been grooming somebody in behind either what's that Egypt, Javid or whatever, who got schooled the other day. Well done to that doctor, fantastic. Pulled his trousers down, spanked his arse, sent him home with no pocket money. Yeah, so they need a new face for the next election. People are not going to be voting for that other party, that other leader as well. So they're stuck with who they're going to vote for. But this will be their attack plan. Get rid of Boris, but in time, it's going to play it out for another couple of days or another week. So their news stations have something to talk about. We're frustrated, we're angry, we're typing on our keyboards, we're phoning talking shows and giving off about it. The daytime shows have something else to talk about. The newspapers still have something to print, although they are struggling because if you've noticed, you've got a wee notification at the top of your Facebook now with a newspaper, and it's giving you notifications on the news to try and nudge you to have a look at what they're reporting on. So waking up with that. Don't be surprised with this Boris thing. Don't get sidetracked or distracted from what we should be really talking about and demanding accountability. Yes, we should be getting accountability for this, but they haven't been scared about this virus this whole time. They haven't been rocking away in their parties. Don't forget this. This is back in May. You know, they had a lockdown, and we'll go on about that. Everybody suffered, took it serious, and made sacrifices. These have not been making sacrifices, and they should be held accountable. But they should be held accountable as a whole package, not just one person falling on the sword. There's a lot of people, as I say, the timing of it, who's drip feeding it, and the media. The media is the ones that need accountable. The politicians need held accountable. People that have been pushing their message need held accountable, and that's being mainly down to the media. So yeah, waking up, test their truth, because you got to switch on, tell patterns like this, that why it's happening at this time, who is it that's drip feeding it, what's their motivation, and why is the media reporting on it. It's by design. They're doing it themselves. It's deliberate, so that they can build up a new face, a new background, and then hopefully that you're going to vote for them. Don't be falling for it. Keep your eyes on the prize. We need to start making sure people are held accountable for what they've been doing till us all, mentally, physically, financially, and in our lives. You know, we're gonna fight back smart. Don't get distracted. Fight that fight, but don't take your eyes off the prize, off the bigger fight. That's the truth.